There is one character that is connected to the larger Walking Dead universe. The CRM, or the Civic Republic military, or the Three Circle Group, whatever you want to call them, are part of a bigger world. They will be featured in The Walking Dead World Beyond. They have appeared on Fear the Walking Dead, and of course, they are the ones who took Rick Grimes. But Jadis, or Anne, is the one who is connected to the CRM. But was she connected in a larger way than we initially thought? And does she have a bigger role in the Walking Dead universe than we were led to believe? Well, what's up everyone, and welcome to the Walking Dead universe, and this is another Walking Dead theory video. Jadis was the leader of the scavengers, the ones who reside at the junkyard, but she is almost like two completely different people. Her Jadis persona was one she put on for the scavengers and those she came in contact with when she was with them. But then her true self as Anne was a completely different person. Why was her character shrouded with so much mystery? Well, let's deep dive into who she is and what we know about her. First off, like most characters, we don't know much about them pre-Walker world, but we do know a little. We know she was an art teacher sometime before. She could have lived close by because she said she would frequently visit the dump to find things to paint on. Now we aren't fully sure if she meant that specific dump she took over, or if she meant just a dump in general. That's all we really know about her. At some point she decided to head to the dump during the outbreak, and she formed the group later known as the Scavengers. If this group knew each other before the outbreak, we aren't told that at any point. But there are a few odd things that I want to point out about Anne, the Scavengers, and the junkyard. For one, the Jadis persona. This is something that is very interesting to me. For some reason, she is a completely different person as Jadis. She wears a scavenger outfit, she cuts her hair in a strange fashion, she talks with an accent and not in normal sentence form. Which at first makes sense for her character until she totally breaks this persona later on when all her people are killed by Simon. Why would she do this? I mean, I'm sure the Scavengers would have still accepted her as leader if her name was Anne and she acted normal. But is there something deeper going on? Was she put up to this by the CRM? Was she part of them before and placed her in the junkyard to get people for them? The more and more I look into this and ponder this question, the more it makes sense. It's almost like this whole junkyard persona of Jadis was something thought up by Anne and the CRM. The other question is, how many of these locations has the CRM done this with? Not quite convinced? Well, let's look a little deeper at a few other things. How about the junkyard in general? Right before Simon killed all the scavengers, he asked Anne a question about the junkyard and what it used to be. He said there is a helipad and solar panels. Now, solar panels can be explained, and even Alexandria had solar panels, but the fact that there was a helipad at the junkyard seems interesting. Why would a junkyard have a helipad? More than likely the CRM brought the helipad to the junkyard themselves, but they would have to trust Anne pretty deeply to go through all the trouble of bringing her own helipad. We know she has supplies from the CRM, and that's how she maintained them by trading people, but did the CRM put her up to this? Did they put Anne in the junkyard to create a community to find A's and B's just for them? Or did Anne just come in contact with them at some point and then they started trading? I honestly believe she was part of the CRM at the very start. Here's why. On Fear the Walking Dead, Isabel is the first CRM member that we get a name for. She killed her partner because he was threatening operational security. So to the CRM, their mission is the most important. What Isabel tells Al is very important as well. She says, we are a force that are not living for ourselves or for now. You have your stories already making every day the past. We have the future. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us. Isabel was supposed to kill Al because she had the knowledge of the CRM. The CRM is trying to stay as low-key as possible so their mission doesn't get interfered by anyone. But instead, she decides to let Al live. Now, if Anne had come in contact with the CRM soldier, they would more than likely have to have killed her for finding out about them. Cutting a deal with them doesn't seem to be an option, especially when they will kill their own partner. So Anne more than likely had to be CRM from the start. She got sent out to collect A's and B's, and after she had finished her deal or contract and had an A, she could return back to base. This is why she had a new persona and name so she could play the part. Maybe in the future we'll get a look at Anne's past and how she got to the point in The Walking Dead when we first met her. Maybe we'll get an understanding more of what the A and B means, but we can discuss that in another video. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you aren't subscribed to the channel already, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video, and I will talk to you guys all in that next video.